Hello and welcome to the vodcast about the acid metal hydroxide reactions, how to write the word and chemical equations. Okay, so first of all, the rule is acid plus metal hydroxide gives us salt plus water. Let's go through some common acids and what happens when they're dissolved in water. Hydrochloric acid is HCl, and when dissolved in water, turns into the hydrogen ion and a chloride ion, and this allows the salt to be made, which is a chloride. Nitric acid is HNO3. When it's dissolved in water, it forms H plus NNO3 minus 1. And the salt made is a nitrate. Sulfuric acid is H2SO4. And when aqueous, it forms 2H plus SO4 2 minus. The salt made is a sulfate. And phosphoric acid is H3PO4. And when it's aqueous, it forms 3H plus and PO4 3 minus. And the salt made is always a phosphate. And so the steps for the acid metal hydroxide reaction, for the word equation, we just write out the reactants, which are the things that react. We then draw an arrow, which represents the reaction, and then we write out the products in word form. The salt is the cation from the metal hydroxide, and the anion is from the acid, plus water. For the chemical equation, we write the symbols for the reactants. So first of all, we write the acid, and we make that aqueous or AQ, which means dissolved in water, and the metal hydroxide is a solid. Then we put in the arrow, and then we write the symbols for the products. The salt, which is aqueous, is formed from the cation in the metal hydroxide and the anion from the acid, plus H2O for water, and that's a liquid. Then we balance the equation by changing the coefficients, which are the numbers in front of the chemicals. The test for this reaction is to use universal indicator and watch for the solution to go from acidic to neutral when the metal hydroxide is added. With universal indicator, the acidic solution is red and a neutral solution goes green. If you put in too much metal hydroxide, the solution will go a bluey violet color. So let's now do an example. What products are formed if you add nitric acid to aluminium hydroxide? The rule is acid plus metal hydroxide gives us salt plus water. So the word equation would be nitric acid plus aluminium hydroxide, arrow to aluminium nitrate plus water. The salt here is aluminium nitrate because we've taken the cation from the hydroxide, which is aluminium, and the anion from nitric acid, which is nitrate. So we put them together and it forms aluminium nitrate. To write the chemical equation, nitric acid is HNO3, and in brackets we write AQ, which means dissolved in water, plus aluminium hydroxide, which is Al in brackets OH bracket 3. That is because aluminium is 3 plus and hydroxide is minus 1. So to balance the charges, we need 3 hydroxide ions to the 1 aluminium. Then we draw in the arrow, and the aluminium nitrate is Al bracket NO3 3, because once again the aluminium is 3 plus and the nitrate is minus 1, so it takes 3 nitrates to balance out the plus 3 charge on the aluminium. And aluminium nitrate is aqueous, plus H2O, which is water, and that is a liquid, so we write in brackets L. To balance the equation, we can see that in aluminium nitrate we're going to need 3 nitrates. So the only way to get 3 nitrates in the reactants is to put a 3 in front of the nitric acid. So it's 3HNO3. We also need to balance the number of hydrogens. So if we have 3HNO3, there's 3 hydrogens there. And in the aluminium hydroxide, which is AlOH3, we've also got 3 hydrogens. So that's 6 hydrogens in the reactants. Therefore, we need 6 hydrogens in the products. And the way to get 6 hydrogens in the products is to put a 3 in front of the H2O, because 3 times 2 is 6. And now it's balanced. Thank you for listening. Thank you for paying attention. And I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like to. And I'll catch you later. Bye now.